You got to be crazy to go through it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it don't make sense. Because people create systems. You can just work for me. I will manage you. I'll pay you outright. I'll do everything for you. If that makes you happy, you ain't got to do none of this. You ain't got to worry about how we go keep the lights on.
Place.
You just work. That makes some people happy because they know that they can do that. They can maintain that. Now, but we got the problem is that there's no certainty in jobs. So we got AI coming, stealing jobs, people getting laid off. You understand me? The degrees that people went and fought for and got educated towards ain't worth nothing. And people are no longer hiring on degrees. So now people, like society, especially after COVID, is going through a whole reconstruction period, right? Like everything is being destroyed. Gender roles, religion, all of it is being destroyed. Problem is that the people that's destroying things weren't as smart as the people who built it in the first place. So they don't really know what to put in place, but they feel free, right? It's like a slave getting his freedom, but he don't know what to do next. You understand me? So it's like some of them return back to the plantation. I can't feed myself out here. So that's why a lot of people, they'll break away for a second and end right back on the chain gang. And then there's other people, you know, they just, it don't matter. Like there's some people that they not going for liberty where I can do some things. I won't discover true freedom. I don't want to know what it's like to be fearless, uninhibited, to wake up every day and choose what I want to do, not what I have to do, right? Those are people that will not be settled at all. And a lot of them, like you find brilliant people, right? Like in the terms of mental health, right? You find a lot of brilliant men who sometimes were savants in life. Then you may see them talking to themselves in the street by the time they're 30 or 40. You understand me? You know, society kills genius and brilliance. That's rebellious. That's masculine. Because society is not made for you to rule. Like if you have a spirit, imagine if a king comes back and he's born in the hood, right? Now he remembered his past like, I'm a king. Y'all got to treat me like such. And society, like, that ain't how it's built. Right? He gonna find out fast like everybody is against him. Brother, you is cocky, you arrogant, right?
Obnoxious, loud.
Even if a genius come back, it could be a war general, no matter who it is. That's how black men are.
People like that. Starts with an M. What's the word, man? Damn, it got mad quiet. None of y'all know the word.
You said it. You know how many words start with an M?
You know what was the context?
Just people who feel like they're supposed to have more than this.
That sounds like entitlement.
Yeah.
Nah,
but that's not the one you mean.
Nah. They pretty much make you feel like you're crazy for wanting more. That's crazy. I'm not sure. Not malicious.
It is malicious.
It's gonna come back to me next episode. So stay tuned. We'll be back. You gonna get that word next episode. But I want everybody out there to realize, we spoke about the workout thing, and how you got to be dedicated to the regimen to change your body. Your mind is like a muscle. You got to do the same thing. You have to rip yourself out of the old way that you was thinking to change your life. You actually have to redesign the pathways in your mind. It's like a grassy field. 100 people walk this way, it becomes a path where you can see like the dirt and it's like an open space. So everyone that sees that path, oh, I'm gonna walk this way. Your brain has like millions of those. Right. And there's a path that you've been taking that's natural to you, but it's not gonna get you where you need to go. So you gotta walk in another direction enough times to create a better path, a more prevalent path that you're gonna continue to go to as a habit from then on.
Facts. 21 days to create a new habit.
21
That's
days.
what it takes.
Figure out what
you do. I always say
it's more than that.
I understand the science behind 21 days and it's true. But I like the mindset of it takes one day. It's the day you start and the day you don't quit.
I agree.
The difference is the person that has the discipline and the control over themselves, when they start something, they don't quit it.
Right.
You understand me? And so you go through it 100%. Most people, if you give yourself a directive and an order right now today, you can't follow through with it 100%. So the question then becomes, if I don't control me, who controls me? What has control over me? So the greatest fight that a person is trying to figure out, how do I control myself? Because I'm brilliant, I'm smart, got all this knowledge, I could be strong as hell, but I don't have control over myself. But if I could control my own avatar, body, mind, brilliance, the way I speak, communicate, build up my skills, man, I could take over the world.
Yeah.
So the war that most people fighting is the war of self-control. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes when a person can't control themselves, they try to manipulate others.
Right.
You understand me? They want other people to do what they can't do for themselves. It's like, nah, my whole war, I ain't never been to war with nobody greater than myself. Because all of this shit is internal. Because I know, like we talk about that mind equal potential, awareness, transformation. Once you become aware of your potential, you understand me? You now are responsible for, are you going to live it out? Right. Now, when a person knows that, you imagine right now, you can imagine, what's the greatest version of myself? I mean, like, just go crazy in your own imagination. Yeah. He balling out, got money, got, you know what I mean? Swole, like,
helicopter,
you know, like everything.
He got on.
You know, morally defined, disciplined, focused, like, bruh, it's different. Yeah. If you can see it, that means it's power. That means that that's a real potential. Whatever you just seen in your head. Right. Now you got a responsibility of saying that, damn, will I become that person or will I stay who I am? Maybe I reach 50% of that vision. Right. Right. But then there's some people, they're not happy with life until they become 100% of that. And when they become that person has another vision. Right. So they just keep breaking shells, keep breaking shells. Yeah. You seen Jay-Z when he was, you know, a drug dealer. Then you see Jay-Z when he got with Beyonce. Then you see Jay-Z, he got the Basquiat. He's going through different iterations of different visions that he see for himself. Right. You ain't got to see it or like it. But when a person has a vision for themselves about their potential, they go through that journey of transformation. If you follow that, it's the coldest formula to life.
I'd like to build with you for a second, brother. Yeah, go ahead.
I got a vision too.
He won't hear.
I feel like a trip to Turkey is involved in that vision. But I like to keep like for me, on my path, on my journey, there's somebody that's always in the room with me. And that's me 10 years from now. And he has everything that I want. Man, that's what I looks the way I want to look. He talk to people the way I want to talk. And when I'm on my dean, I see him. He's there. He's clapping for me when nobody's looking. And when I know I'm not doing the right things, I don't see him. And that makes me panic. So I jump back into whatever habits I need to do. But I constantly keep that character right there. And another thing I wanted to add to what you were saying, the avatar. A lot of the times we get stuck on things because of the emotions that we have in it. But if you was playing a game like Champ, if you was playing a game called Champ, and you're holding the controller, the problems that come into your life, you're not gonna have that emotional attachment. You're just gonna be like, okay, what I gotta do next? All right, I gotta go. I gotta drive this car down the road, and I gotta go to work. You know, like you'll just carry on without having that attachment. Sometimes you gotta detach yourself from your emotions and be like, okay, I have a goal. We're going in this direction. I love this chick, but she's crazy and she's gonna ruin my day. So I gotta keep going where I'm going. Or, you know, Pop, I love you, but you bugging out right now and I gotta stay focused. And, you know, you read the Bible, sometimes God requires a sacrifice. And it's not always, oh, you gotta kill this animal, you gotta, you know, do this. Sometimes you have to sacrifice people who are holding you back. People who are in your life and they're just distracting you. And you might have a lot of love for this person, but you know that this person is not gonna help you get there. You gotta cut that off.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.